I do not loudly voice my personal social opinions because it's not necessarily my job. I have a diverse amount of leadership experience, and it really emphasizes collaboration between different groups and perspectives. And I strive to include everyone's input in all the services that are affected by student life. I will respect the bounds of this elected position, and as the Vice President of Student Life, I will ensure all student interests are represented in student life services. Democracy will prevail. I will listen and represent all opinions fairly across multiple social justice platforms. Even earlier this week, I got an invitation to be on the ESC exec committee that talks directly to the architects that would be making the new AC building. Looking forward to it next year, elected or not. Most importantly, I represent all students, regardless of their current level of engagement. Thank you.
I first want to stress that the main platform that I'm running on is that we can't build castles on loose sand. We need to reinforce the programs that already exist and give them the institutional power to be able to carry out their own tasks. And we can't be instituting a lot of far-fetched ideas, because if we build on those, the institution will collapse if it's not built on a strong foundation. Additionally, I will be working alongside whoever the VP for Diversity is on the multicultural project, and do want to stress that there are a lot of freshmen and sophomore students who have been attending a lot of meetings that are on this board, and we need to stress that it's important for students that have been involved to continually be involved and not just show up and assume that one can take control of those situations. Additionally, it's important for me to add that if Western is not committed to diversity and community engagement, then it's not committed to sustainability, plain and simple. Because sustainability is not just an environmental issue, it's a food and safety and housing and transport issue, and we need to address these issues on campus. Western's lagging in many of these, and the delivery of service is significantly understaffed, and the quality is also suffering. My name is Wayne Rocque, and I'm running for SVP for Student Life, and I'm going to try and make sure that these needs are met to the utmost levels of quality. Thank you.
So this coming year is going to be a big year of change with the new president and contract renegotiations coming up, and it's essential that whoever is elected to this board is going to be one who's going to fight for the voices of the students, especially those who aren't being heard currently on campus. It's time for staff and faculty and the overall campus to be held accountable for its actions. And it's unacceptable that students don't feel safe on campus. It's unacceptable that sexual assault victims, or survivors rather, aren't having their voices heard, that bus stops are not well lit for the safety of students or difficult access for students with disabilities due to cracked or unkept sidewalks. It's unacceptable that students in Edens North went without hot water for a month and were only compensated $20 and a party for their time. It's unacceptable that students have to fight for safe, welcoming, and sustainable campuses. It's unacceptable that gender-inclusive facilities and housing are not mandated in all buildings on campus. It's unacceptable that our university hasn't divested from fossil fuels. But if elected, I'll do all that I can to ensure that students are proud of Western. Thank you.
I just want to thank you all for still being here. I know it's late. I know it's a Thursday. We all have classes tomorrow, so thank you. And I want to say that I'm not afraid to challenge the administration and demand that not only are student concerns heard, but that they're actually addressed and that there's action put behind words. And I have knowledge and experience that's relevant and necessary for this position, but I understand that to be truly representative, I can't make decisions and I can't speak on behalf of students on my own experiences alone. And then I do really have to reach out to students instead of expecting them to come to me with their concerns. And I'm really passionate about seeing progressive change on this campus, and I have a commitment to serving the students. And the three big topics that I want to cover next year are really updating gender-neutral spaces, including housing, more available housing, at least one accessible gender-neutral restroom in each building on campus, and really making sure that first-year non-traditional and graduate students have a chance to get more involved within the associated students, and they know that there's resources available to them. Thank you.